withstood me. My dad didn't care for me. Thank God for Toy Dawkins. She took care of me. Bloodshed was there for me when death was looking in. My mom was doing her. Grandma Dot took me in. Argued with Grandpa Jerry. Scheme with Uncle Teddy.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is another sample shopping episode sponsored by my friend Adriana over at Decant Shop. What an amazing place to get decants and samples of all different types of fragrances. They're adding a bunch of new stuff that I cannot wait to talk about. There's a lot of fragrances that I have on my list to speak to you guys about in the next couple weeks, but we got 4 really good ones today. You could go to Decant Shop, get these. Any of these 4 are available there, unbelievably low price, and then my coupon code MAX12 is going to save you 12% off your entire order. Again, to me, just the best place when it comes down to selection, price, speed of delivery, and customer service, decantshop.com. So there are 4 fragrances to look at today. The first one is one that I had never smelled. Super excited to get my nose on. I believe it's the last in sort of the Amouage signature collection that I hadn't smelled, and it's called Gold Man. I haven't smelled every opus, and I definitely haven't smelled all the Atars, but I think this is the last one, at least in the men's side, to get my nose on. And Amouage is definitely one of my favorite houses out there, niche houses. I own 4 from Amouage. I own Jubilation 25. I own Reflection Man. I own Ciel Man, and I own Interlude Man. I would definitely still like to get Beloved Man, which I know can be a little bit harder to get and pricey. A newer fragrance, Bracken Man, which is sort of their barbershop scent, and Sunshine Man, which is a wonderfully syrupy sort of lavender fragrance with immortelle and citrus. This one, Gold, is quite controversial. A lot of people just say it's too animalic for them and too old-fashioned, and so I was really excited to get my nose on it. Luca Turin, who's someone whose opinion I usually sort of agree with. This is a fragrance that he really holds in high esteem. It was, I believe, one of Amouage's first. It was released in 1998 by Guy Robert, and the notes on it are rosehip, incense, lily of the valley, orris root, jasmine, myrrh, amber, sandalwood, patchouli, musk, civet, oak moss, and cedar. And I've seen this one online for as little as $135, so not one of the more expensive Amouage offerings. And you know, I don't get the hoopla about this one. I like this quite a bit. I think if you like powdery fragrances, this is super powdery. It definitely has an old school vibe to it. To me, it doesn't smell off-puttingly animalic. If anything, it's just super, super powdery. I would have liked to have smelled this in all of its glory with real oak moss and probably amped up civet. But for me, it's just a super powdery, soapy fragrance. Really like a bomb of baby powder and soap almost, and a little bit, well, actually a lot going on in the dry down. But to me, it's a powder bomb. And I quite enjoy it. I can definitely see wearing this one and liking it. It does sort of have an old school vibe to it. I think folks who like Koros, Gray Flannel, Drakkar, the original Polo, I think this will be up their alley because it is sort of an old school fragrance that sort of, I think, would appeal to mature men, and it does have a sort of a timeless elegance to it. So for me, it's the big winner, and I could see adding this to my collection, to be quite honest with you. I really enjoy this one. The next one is from the house of Annick Goutal, and this one is called Encens Flamboyent. Now, I own 3 from Annick Goutal. I own Nuit Etoilée, a beautiful pine fragrance. I own Sables, which is an immortelle fragrance that Goutal made for her husband, and Mire Ardente, which is, of course, centered around myrrh. I have to get Amber Fetish at some point. I don't know there's anything else I feel like I need, but this is an excellent house full of sleepers and very reasonably priced online. Now, this one came out in 2007. It came out with their musk fragrance and Mire Ardente. I believe there's one other one. It was done in tandem by Isabelle Doyen and Camille Goutal, and the notes on this one are incense, pink pepper, red berries, nutmeg, cardamom, sage, balsam, fir, and mastic. And you can grab this one online for about $75. Really, really nice. So, guys, what I get out of this one is sort of balsam fir, right? So like almost pine, berries, and incense. And what does that make you think of? Well, it makes me think of Cape Heartache by Imaginary Authors. And I would say that if you like that kind of fragrance, berries, incense, pine, then you'll like this one. Because this is very close to that, or Winter Nights by Desin, which was also done by Josh Meyer. It's just that kind of fragrance, incense, berries, and pine. That's what this is to me. A little bit of pepper. There's definitely pink pepper in here. Would I purchase this one? No, because I'd like to get Cape Heartache at some point. So I think it would be redundant to have both, but it's a really nice fragrance. And if you're a Cape Heartache fan and you don't own it yet, I'd take a look at this and decide which one you like better, because they're not 100% one-to-one, but they're quite similar. I'd say Cape Heartache has more pine and this one has more incense, but the notes are very similar. The next one is from the house of Bois 1920. It's called the Vento. One of the few that I haven't tried from this house. I have tried many from Bois 1920. Only own Sushi and Puriel. Nothing else. I think there's other quality scents in the line, but nothing that I feel like I need to own. But they make very good fragrances. You can find many for very good prices. This one was a 2013 release. You're going to get notes of peony, elemi, pink pepper, olabinum, white musk, licorice, oud, sandalwood, patchouli, labdanum, ambergris, and benzoin. And this one can be found online for around $110. This is really, really nice. I get oud more than anything else personally. Sort of an oud, licorice, elemi combo. A little bit of floral from the peony. There's definitely labdanum here. It's resinous. It's really good. It's really good. This is a really good fragrance from Bois 1920. I don't know that there's a ton I know of that they're using oud in, and this is a nice fragrance. So I think this is a winner. I like this. I can't say I'd buy it. I'd say I need more time with it, but I enjoy this one quite a bit. To me, it's really about oud, labdanum, and licorice, and elemi, and other sort of benzoin. Obviously, it's a very, very nice oud fragrance. The last one, guys, is going to be from the house of Penhaligons. This one, Juniper Sling. We started this haul off with LP number 9, Love Potion number 9 from Penhaligons, and we're ending it with this one, which was released in 2011, done by Olivier Cresp, great perfumer. And the notes on Juniper Sling include angelica, cinnamon, juniper, orange, cardamom, orris, leather, pepper, vetiver, cherry, sugar, and amber. You can find this one online for as little as $55 to $65. And a little story. When I first got into niche, I ordered 4 samples from Lucky Scent. I got Jubilation 25, I got Black Afghano, I got Back to Black by Killian, and I got this. And this is the only one I didn't wind up purchasing. I don't think this is a bad fragrance. It's just super, super light, and to me, it's a take on a gin fragrance. I'm actually working on my own gin fragrance, because other than gin and tonic by Art de Parfum, I don't think gin's ever been done really, really well. And I'd like to take my own stab at it in a very different way. More about that in a different video at a different time. But this is nice. This is nice, and it's refreshing, and it's light, and it sort of reminds me of La Humaniste by Frappin with no citrus. I don't think there's citrus in this one. No, there is orange actually. Okay, but the citrus to me doesn't pop anywhere near as much as it does in Humaniste. But the problem with these is they're just so fleeting. Gin and tonic by Art de Parfum does last on me for a good while. This one, no. Nice fragrance, well done. I like Penhaligon. It's just, this is a really poor performer. Guys, so if I'm ranking these, Gold Man by Amouage, definitely number 1. I would say Bois 1920 Vento number 2. Encens Flamboyent number 3. Juniper Sling number 4. I will probably at some point, Gold Man has gone on my to purchase list. I'll let you guys know someday about Vento. But yeah, so that's sort of this week's take on these fragrances. Hopefully I'll see you guys in 2 more weeks when we come back with some more stuff. And in the interim, of course, I'm going to hit you guys with more videos. Decantshop.com does make this possible, so please check them out. Please use that coupon code MAX12. If there's something you see on Decant Shop that you'd like me to speak about that I haven't already, please let me know and I'll try to do that. But again, definitely use them to get your samples. And Decants is really, guys, they're just the best service. I wouldn't have this relationship with them for, I believe, 3.5 years now, if I didn't think they were the best. They really are, and we continue this relationship because of that. So you can definitely take me on my word with that one. And that's it, guys. I'll see you later this week with my review this weekend. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Obviously, my name is
50 grams thought we was a cartel. What was we smuggling? I was struggling, rapping, playing ball, plus hustling. Digger the track from me. Big L.